This is Hollywood.
Good morning, world, and really, really welcome to you all for being here on this beautiful monumentous occasion, you know. I just want to thank you all for coming out to the grand reopening of our historic Liemart Park Plaza, you know, hosted by the office of Mark Ridgley Thomas. I'll be your host and MC for the day. Everybody knows me as DJ Quest Coast, and it's an honor to be with you today, you know. So, you know, today is more than a holiday. Oh, it's a holiday now, officially, right? Officially, right? That's right. You know, it's more than a holiday. You know, Juneteenth is an opportunity for us to reflect, get empowered, and more importantly, celebrate our black culture and our history together. You know, I think this is the intersection of woke black folk right here in Liemart Park, the intersection of culture and commerce, if you will, right? And what better way to do that than reopening the Liemart Park Plaza today? Yes, I know it's been a long 3 years, you know, but the park has been a symbol, you know, a cultural icon in this area. And so after 3 long years, it's finally renovated and it will be open for use every day, right? 7 days a week, it's gonna open and close, it's gonna be here, and it's gonna be for us to use. And so I'm just honored and pleasured right now to invite one of the elders of our community. He's been around this neighborhood for my whole life. He's introduced me to a lot of the culture that I know in Liemart. And so without further ado, I would like to bring JJ Kabasa to the stage to give us an invocation.
Yes, it's an honor to be here. We have much to be thankful for, as we are here for those whose names we do not know. And we will invoke the names of our ancestors, the ones that have made it possible for us to share in this moment. Emancipation, freedom, liberation. It was enough blood in the soil of loved ones whose names we cannot call that have made this possible. We do not know the names of those loved ones who were snatched up, whose blood was taken from them, whose lives was taken. But their works has gotten us to this point. So we like to honor all of the ancestors today that makes this moment possible. To the Honorable Councilman, bless you, Supervisor, we give thanks for the possibilities of where this can go. Free your mind. And that's where we're at. And the possibilities that we can now say in this time. 155 years, 6 generations from slavery, 6 generations. That's relative. And it's important that we understand what this means. Because we cannot thank those who have given their lives for this moment. All we can do is take it forward with a powerful, righteous endeavor to honor those who made this possible. True? It's true. Nay. Come on now. Come on now, I'm not playing with you. Get up here.
So I want to thank JJ Kabasa for that moment right now. We got Mama Nene right here. It's only right.
So I was working on this song, and it was just a little spirit chant. And as today I look out, the chant was, I'm black and my skin is a weapon. I just want y'all to get that in your spirit and chant along with me so we can empower ourselves and understand that we are a great people. So it goes like this. I'm black and my skin is my weapon. Y'all say that with me. I'm black and my skin is my weapon. We've been fighting against racial discrimination for over 2,000 years. Our ancestors paved the way for us to be here. So when I tell you that I'm black and my skin is my weapon, we're still fighting. A luta continua. The struggle will be over, but not without the fight. I'm black. I use my skin as a weapon to hedge. I'm black. Okay. I'm black and my skin is my weapon. You sing with me.
I'm black and my skin is my weapon.
Come on now. I'm black and my skin is my weapon.
I'm black.
I can't hear you.
My skin is my weapon.
Echo down the corridor. Keep singing it.
My skin is my weapon. I'm black and my skin is my weapon.
I'm black and my skin. Quest. I dare you.
I'm black and my skin is my weapon.
We all got a voice. Use your voice.
You gotta use it.
Vote.
Give it up for Mama Nene, Sean Mawasi back there. I really want to thank you all for being here again. Next up, we have the wonderful Queen Amina Muhammad. She's gonna speak now. Thank you all.
Assalamu alaikum. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. I just want to say thank you to Mark Ridgley Thomas and to Mary for inviting me to be a part of this awesome day. This is our town, this is our city, this is our community, right? And we're opening it back up. Listen, today's celebration and speaking on the opening of the park as we celebrate Juneteenth, June 19th in 1865, the slaves were free in Texas. They found out they were free, correct? Yeah. Okay, today is June 19th, 2021, and we still finding out that we're free. Amen. They took the voting rights, but they gave us Juneteenth. Hello? So, as free men and women, what do we want? Freedom, justice, equality. One more time. Freedom, justice, equality. Now, I was asked to speak about the park, so let me quickly go to that. What does a park provide for the community? It provides a place for children and families to connect with nature, to a place to meditate, focus, connect, to seek refuge, to listen to nature. Listen, the spirit and the energy in this park, in this village, resonates with your soul. Why do we love Liemart? Because it resonates with our soul. You come here, you have a feeling of freedom, you have a feeling of self, you have a feeling of self-worth, because this is our community, right? Let me tell you something. A park makes us healthier, happier, and more fulfilled. Now, the park was built in 1920. It is a historical, cultural monument. Liemart Park Village is actually the soul of Los Angeles. Can I get an amen? It's our cultural mecca. This is our Black Wall Street. Okay, we don't have a lot of businesses over here yet, but we coming. Liemart Park is rising, right? Okay. Now that fountain over there, I'm trying to tie it all together in one more minute. That fountain, it represents a part of our liberation and connection to our ancestors. It's a source of life. It symbolizes life, truth, change, and water. Now, as the president of the Liemart Park Village Merchant Association, the merchants, businesses are the true stakeholders who represent the lifeline of Liemart Park Village. Can I get an amen? If we were not here, you would not be here. Can I get an amen? So when you see Uma from Naturally Naturals over there, when you see Queen Amina's clothing over there, come and support us. We can't stay here if you don't support us. And we love you. Now listen, our goal is to serve our community, to unite the village, to bring unity to the community. Please support your local businesses, and we want and need your support. So we would like for you to come and sign up at my store today and be a part of the Merchant Association. You can be an honorary merchant. Just because you don't have a business today don't mean you won't have one tomorrow. Come on now, sisters and brothers, let's do this. Liemart Park is rising, and we love Liemart, and the fashion show at Queen Amina's is at 3 o'clock.
Oh, come on, make some more noise for Queen Amina. You know where she's at in the village. We're gonna keep this thing going, so I wanna bring up the next speaker, Bench Abagazi. I hope I don't get it right. I mean, wrong. Did I get it right? Did I get it right? Abagazi, come on. She's coming to the stage. Make some noise.
Good morning, community. It's an honor to be here. I'd like to thank Mark Ridgley Thomas and his amazing team for asking me to be here. We're longtime residents of the community, but last year we had the great fortune to be a part of the Liemart Park business community as well. We opened our family restaurant just around the corner on Liemart Boulevard, Asla Vegan. And when my sister isn't making me do the dishes, my part-time job and my day job is as an artist manager, managing music artists. And I've had the great fortune over the last several years working with some of the most amazing artists who've come out of this community. People like Kamasi Washington. Through the work that Kamasi has done, we've collaborated with Terrace Martin, Thundercat, and so we're blessed to be here and to have a space. And to add to the great work that the elders in the community, people like Kamau Daoud, Dwight Trouble, Barbara Morrison, Ben Caldwell has added. And so we look forward to adding to the big well that they've created for us and working with Mark Ridgley Thomas. So thank you for having us.
Come on, give it up for Miss Abagazi coming to the stage. Next, we have Anthony Paul, AP Diaz, who is the Executive Office and Chief of Staff for the Los Angeles Department of Recreations.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for coming out to this amazing celebration today. I'm seeing our former park commissioner right there, Commissioner Mack. I'm seeing Council Member Mark Ridgley Thomas, and I see on our paper today a plethora of leaders in our community, senators, council members, supervisors, presidents. But you know what? This park is so great because parks represent in Los Angeles that you don't need a title or a membership. You can be an auntie or a friend or a brother or a sister and come to the park with your children or with your elders and take some relaxation. That's what parks provide in the city of Los Angeles. And we need more parks in this community. Don't you agree with me? Yeah. Places where kids can come and feel safe. Places where you can take a long walk around the park, in the words of Miss Jill Scott. So put on some of that park music and just enjoy yourself on this day of days. I get the privilege and honor of leading 2,000 men and women in the Department of Recreation and Parks. Our job is to be your park stewards, to take care of this land, to make sure that it's open for all, to make sure that people understand parks don't require any membership. They are your rights and your places to come. And I want to end on a positive note. Yesterday was such a historic day, seeing Juneteenth signed in as a federal holiday. And that's amazing. But we know every single day we celebrate the truth and the history and the pride of this community and the great African American culture that is part of Los Angeles. So I want to end on a very positive note. We're working very hard to start this year, right now, offering free recreation programs in preparation for the 2028 Olympics, so that every kid in Los Angeles can learn how to swim for free, so that every kid can learn how to dream and go for gold, so that every child can learn the power of sport and how it prepares your mind and your body for future success. So thank you all so much for believing in our park system. We will continue to support you, and with the leadership of Councilmember Mark Ridley Thomas, Councilmember Curran Price, and all of our LA leaders, we are here for you. So enjoy your park. It's for you and your families. Thank you so much.
All right, give it up for AP, the Executive Chief of Staff for our Department of Parks and Recs. You know, you're right. It was a historic day, Juneteenth, right? Now it's time for us to get our rightful equity that we deserve in industries and emerging industries, and it's gonna start right here in Liemart, right? Right? So we're gonna keep this thing going. We have a next speaker. If you all clap your hands and make some noise, and give it up for Mr. Isaac Bryan.
What's up, family? Happy Juneteenth.
Happy Juneteenth.
You know, we've been celebrating this for several hundred years, but glad the U.S. finally caught up to us. Shout out to Councilmember Mark Ridley Thomas. Right? I see you, Councilmember. Shout out to the whole village. A lot of you know me. I see some familiar faces, but for those of you who don't know me, my name is Isaac Bryan, and I'm the newest member of the California State Assembly. I'm a 29-year-old brother, and I'm fighting for Liemart Park all the way to Westwood. I got sworn in May 28th so that I could vote on the budget. Hundreds of millions of dollars coming to small business loans, small business grants, and other kind of support. I know that our community got hit during the pandemic. We lost our businesses, we lost our homes. We need that eviction moratorium extended. We need rent relief. We need direct cash payments, right? We lost our lives. I'm there to fight for you, and so many of y'all fought for me to be in there. I'm grateful to be here today. I come to the park regularly. I'm here with my Great Dane Darius, so say what's up to us. But I'll be around for a while, and I'd love to connect with any of you. But happy Juneteenth, family.
Come on, give it up for our newest assembly member representing the 54th district. That's right here, y'all. Mr. Isaac Bryan, that's right. So without further ado, we want to keep this show moving because Liemart Park is rising, and boy, do we have a day planned for us. So without further ado, I want you to clap your hands and make some noise. I said clap your hands and make some noise and make some noise and clap your hands and give up for the man of the hour, Mr. Mark Ridley Thomas, Council Member, Council District 10.
Well, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Show your love for DJ Quest Coast. Come on now. Show him that you appreciate it. I see the villages out there. The villages representing. If you're just happy to be here and celebrate Juneteenth 2021, why don't you give somebody next to you a high five and tell them, Happy Juneteenth. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Let me see you do it on the other side. Say, Happy Juneteenth. And somebody holler, there's unity in the village.
Unity!
I said there's unity in the village. There's a whole lot of reasons for us to be here today. We said we'd keep the program short because it needs to be, so we can open up the gates, let the gates swing wide open so everybody can do what they need to do. The drum circle is in the house today. Ladies and gentlemen, you heard from them. Show them some love, will you? Love that drum circle. This is an extraordinary opportunity. Liemart Park Village is coming up, doing what it needs to do. We're going to have a major event coming up in a minute, and it's fair to say that it's going to be on because that's what we do all the way until the evening. But I think we want to give some appropriate shout outs right now. Anybody got a problem with a few shout outs? Shall I just go ahead and do it? Now, this is the way it works. About 100 years after Juneteenth was declared, 1865, Juneteenth, and around 1965, at the wake of the Civil Rights Movement, parents were in action. They were engaged in doing what they need to do to break the back of Southern racism and discrimination. But something needed to happen with the children, and so they had what they called freedom schools. Somebody say freedom schools. Well, we had some freedom schools right here in Los Angeles over the past several years to replicate what they did. And in freedom schools, they have what some of us call homeroom. You know homeroom? Anybody went to homeroom? You know, I know some of y'all went to Crenshaw and to Dorsey. I went to Manual and all that. We had homeroom then. I'm talking about prehistoric times. You understand what I mean? And so there we are. We have from, but now in the freedom schools, they call it Harambe. And when they want to give a little affirmation, a little love to each other, they say, I have a recognition. And then the rest of the classroom says, well, recognize. Do you hear me? Yeah. So I have a recognition. Recognize. Oh, come on now, look. Ain't nobody standing in this hot sun for you not to recognize, right? I said I have a recognition. I want to recognize the Liemart Park Neighborhood Association. Give them a round of applause. I have a recognition. Great Park Block Club. Give them a round of applause. Cherrywood Block Club. Sutro Avenue Block Club. Park Advisory Board. Empowerment Congress. West Area Neighborhood Council. Community Bill. Hot and Cool. Harun. Christ the Good Shepherd. We love Liemart. Liemart Park Elders. Africa Town. Liemart Park Merchants Association. And the Drum Circle. I said I have a recognition. Give all of them a big round of applause. Show them some love, some affirmation for what they are. Somebody holler, there's unity in the village. The fact is we see change. The change we seek will make this community better. And I'm counting on everybody here to do what you do to make it better. A community which is on the rise. I'm personally a longtime resident of Liemart Park and proud to be it. So I'm deeply invested in this community and I want the best for it. Just about 2 months ago, there was 75 or so people here experiencing homelessness, houseless, and now they are on their way to transitional housing, permanent supportive housing, and no one came in a black and white to deal with that. We did it ourselves, the merchants, the vendors, the community at large. You ought to give yourselves a big round of applause for doing it like it needed to be done. Getting them case management, getting them mental health support, getting them substance support. You follow what I'm saying? That's the way you do it. You send the right people to do the right thing, right?
Recognize.
And so you send a clinician to deal with someone who's sick. And in case you hadn't heard it, it's here now that you need to hear it. You cannot get well in a cell. You need a hospital environment. You need behavioral health. I think I'm right about it. If you agree, you ought to just clap your hand and say what needs to be said. This is Liemart Park Village. This is Juneteenth, and that's why we celebrate it. The Vision Theater, the crown jewel of the village, will be finished in 12 months. Come back and celebrate the opening of the Vision Theater. It's going to be all that and then some more. We're going to invest in the physical infrastructure. It's going to be tore up around here in a little while, but when it's done, it's going to be a whole lot better, and you can celebrate all of what needs to be celebrated right here in the village. And so together, we can make it happen. There's room for everybody to do what needs to be done in the village. All you got to do is keep it positive, keep it real, and we'll keep it moving. Is that all right? Clap your hands and celebrate the fact that we're going to keep it moving. Not an occasion for a long speech right now. Reverend Smart, we'll leave that to you. We know you can talk for a long time. That's why you ain't up here. All right? Thank you so much. Give Smart a shout out, will you? Reverend William Smart, Executive Director of the Southern Christian Leadership Conference. And so, listen to me carefully for a moment. Let us sit fully in the poignancy of this day and not only honor our history, but celebrate the progress of the distance we've come. We haven't come as far as we're going to go. As we open the gates to this park, our park, your park, the whole park, we launched the beginning of a new journey together. And I just want to say thank you for being here. Be safe. Celebrate Juneteenth in the most authentic way you know how. But keep it moving, move it forward. And we're going to do what we need to do. Right now, we're going to let the drum circle take it away because that's what they do. Mama, do what you do. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Now, they're going to tell you what happens. Karen Mack is in the house. I see you, Karen. Robert Sacedo, I see you all out there. This is Pam Moon, Commissioner. I see you. We're going to figure out with these photographers how to do a major photograph. Now, I'm just giving these improvisational instructions. Not that I know how it's going to be carried off logistically, Reverend, but the business has got to be conducted. Listen, you got to document everything. You got to document your own history, otherwise somebody else will tell it. Am I right about that? Tell your own damn story. Tell your own story. Excuse me, that was a little emphasis, you understand? I didn't mean no harm, Reverend. But tell it anyhow. All right, I need some instructions here. All right, I'm going back there, and we're going to get these photos done because we're going to open up these gates.
You get that picture, man?